If you're thinking about moving to Sarasota, you've already pictured the beaches and the sunshine, so we don't need to talk you into it. You're already there.
What we want to do is help you get here without surprises. The timing, paperwork, and the way buying works in Florida. That's where people get tripped up.
So here are 10 things to know before you make the move. And if it's helpful, hit subscribe and we'll help walk you through it.
Hi, I'm Danielle with Danielle & Co. Realty. I came to Sarasota as a kid and I've lived and worked here for 50 years. Real estate's been my passion since 1981.
And I'm Alison Kanter, Danielle's business partner and daughter. I grew up here in Sarasota, went to Furman and Clemson for school, and then came back because this is home. Number one, start sooner than you think. People wait until their house up north sells before they really start to dig in, and then they're rushing.
And a rush move is how you end up in the wrong neighborhood. So even if you're a year out, start learning the areas now. We've had people work with us for 2 years before they bought. We're happy to be a resource long before you're ready to write an offer. Number 2, get your insurance figured out early, before you're under contract on a specific house.
This one catches people because up north, insurance is an afterthought, but here it's really part of the selection. 2 houses on the same street can come in completely different depending on the age, the roof, the elevation, and whether or not it needs flood coverage.
So get a real quote on a real property before you fall in love with it. We'll connect you with people who turn that around fast.
Flood zones and elevation. Don't let the word flood zone scare you off, it's just information.
A home being in a flood zone isn't good or bad on its own. It tells you what coverage you'll want and what the home was built to handle. 2 houses on a block apart can be in totally different zones.
There's a document called an elevation certificate that tells the real story, and most buyers have never even heard of it. We read these all the time and we'll make sure you understand exactly what you're buying.
Number 4, if you're looking at a condo or a home in an association, read the financials and not just the rules.
Everybody reads the pet policies and the parking rules, but almost nobody asks the most important question. Is the association financially healthy? Does it have money set aside in reserves?
Because if it doesn't and a big repair comes up, that lands on you as a special assessment. But we've been in this market for decades. We know these buildings, the ones that are strong and well run and the ones where you've got to take a closer look.
And when we look closer, we read everything, the financials, reserves, board meeting minutes, before you ever even commit. And if this is making you realize just how much there is to know, that is exactly what we're here for. Go to danielle.co.com and book a call with us anytime.
Number 5, and this ties right into condos. Florida tightened its inspection laws for older buildings, especially the taller ones.
A few years back, after a building collapsed over on the East Coast, the state stepped in. Older buildings now have to pass structural inspections and fully fund their reserves, which is the right thing for all of our safety.
But it means some older buildings are facing big assessments to catch up. That's not a reason to avoid condos, it's a reason to know where a building stands before you buy.
And that's where living here our whole lives pays off for you. Some buildings are in great shape and some have a lot of work ahead. And when we're not certain, we document everything.
Number Number 6, decide early whether this is your primary home or a seasonal place because it changes everything underneath. It affects your taxes, your insurance, even what you're allowed to do with the home. A seasonal place and a full-time home are two different decisions. And if you're picturing renting it out as for part of the year, that's a whole separate conversation.
So we ask you how you actually use it upfront because that shapes which home and which neighborhood makes sense.
Okay, number 7, your property tax bill will not match the seller's, and this surprises almost everyone.
People look at what the current owner pays and assume that that's their number, but when the home sells, it gets reassessed, so your bill can be quite higher than theirs.
And there's something big on the horizon. This November, Florida voters decide on an amendment that would raise the homestead exemption over the next couple of years.
But, and this matters for anyone moving here now, it's not law yet, it's on the ballot. And as it's written, new Florida residents have to live in Florida for 5 years before they qualify for their exemption.
So don't budget around something that hasn't passed. We'll help you understand what your taxes look like today.
Number 8, if your rental income is part of your plan, check the rules before you count on it. Short-term rental rules vary a lot around here.
What's allowed on one island or in one community can be off limits a few miles away. Some associations don't permit any kind of rentals, short or long-term rentals.
So if you're thinking that you're going to rent it out for a few weeks a year to offset the cost, let's make sure that that's actually allowed before you buy. It's quick to check and painful to get wrong after the fact.
And that brings us to number 9. Get your team in place early. This isn't just an agent, it's an inspector, an insurance person, a title company, a lender, and they all need to know this market.
A lender who understands Florida condos and a good inspector who knows what to look for, that's different than someone doing it for the first time.
So after 50 years here, we have those people, and they're good. You don't have to go find them yourself. That's part of what we bring.
Last but not least, and this is really going to pull it all together, pick the area for the life you're actually going to live, not the one that's going to look best on social media.
A home that's perfect at 65 might not be at 75. How close do you want to be to your doctors, the airport, your friends? Do you want stairs, a yard, no yard?
A pool? These aren't the exciting questions, but they're the ones that are going to make you happy 5 years in and the ones that we like talking through with people before you buy.
Because we have time for you. So reach out and let's talk about your life, not just a list of houses.
And before you go, if this helped, please hit subscribe and like. It really helps us reach more people making this move.
Come to daniellegladingco.com, book a call, and let's get you here the right way. Because we don't just sell Sarasota,
We live it.